Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to continue on going through my FTMO challenge where I am doing the 70k challenge, and let's see how I've gotten on and let's see what updates that I have for you guys so far. But before we get into the video, make sure to like this video and subscribe. The strategy that I'm going to be using for my FTMO challenge is all on my YouTube channel, so go back and have a look at my FTMO strategy videos so you can get some insight into how I'm trading and why I'm trading the way I am. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. If we come to my FTMO client area, which is this, we can see that I started off and we went to drawdown, which I covered in the last video, and we can see that I'm slowly bringing it back up to positive. Now this week was quite a slow week, not just for myself but for other traders as well, and that is shown from my weekly summary. Although I do believe I could have had quite a successful week actually. There's a couple trades that I'll go through with you that I want to explain where I could have made more money or I took trades for no reason. One trade, for example, my first trade on Monday was a trade that I got into by mistake, and I made the bigger mistake by not getting out the trade straight away when I realized that it was an accidental entry sort of thing. Okay, so we can see I've been trading for about 6 days so far. Yeah, so these are days that I've taken trades on. My maximum daily loss is perfect. My maximum loss is perfect as well. I'm well within those boundaries. I'm only negative about £694.51, which is roughly 1%. So just less than 1% of my account. So all in all, it only takes one winning trade for me to get back to positive on the account, and then we can get this challenge moving towards our profit target of 7k. Now I do have 2 weeks left, so this is this coming week and the week afterwards, and an extra day on the 12th of April to try and achieve that 7k target. Now that's going to be very difficult for me. Trying to achieve 10% in 2 weeks is a big, well 11% actually, because I need to get to break even, but achieving 11% in 2 weeks is going to be very difficult. But I do have a bit of a plan of how I'm thinking of attempting that. So what I'm thinking of doing is, if I can get positive to let's say 3-4%, I am willing to take a 2 to 3% trade to see if I can push myself up. So now I know that's going to be quite a lot of risk on one trade, but as long as I can stay positive, even if it doesn't work out, then that's fine. And then what I'll do is I just let this challenge roll over for another month, and then I get another go at this challenge, and then we'll see what we can get from there. Maybe I'll get a better start, and then I can just cleanly pass the challenge. But if not, then we'll have to do the same thing that we did this time and try and roll it on and keep doing that until we pass the challenge. Okay, so let's have a look at the metrics then. So we can see I've taken 18 trades. This is not true. The strategy I use, I do close off half, 25%, sometimes 75% of the position that I'm running, and because of this, what happens is it counts it as a trade that I've taken. But as you can see, 98 lots is a lot of lots to take based on how many trades I've taken. Now my average risk to reward ratio is 1.8, which is fine, and my win rate is is quite low, but that's based upon the fact of me closing positions early and stuff like that. And then my profit factor is 0.69, which is it's only suffering because I've been taking quite a few losing trades. And now let's go through those losing trades. But as you can see here, my average loss is £174.69, which just shows that when I do lose, I'm losing small, and when I win, as you can see from here, my win is near enough double what I'm losing, which is very, very good. It just shows that I'm risking a small amount to make a bigger amount, which is perfect. Now let's have a look at my trades in terms of, I'll show you the week like this. So we can see that I've taken 4 trades so far for last week. Now 2 of the trades lost. Now this one I'll go through was a mistake trade. This one was cool because I took the trade and I managed my risk perfectly, and it ended up pretty decent. This was a nice trade, very nice trade. It worked really well, made 10 pips, made my 1%, which I was happy with. And now on this day again, I made a bit of a mistake, and because of that I took an entry, a premature entry, when I shouldn't have, due to FOMO, and then I lost that. But then I took an entry because an opportunity presented itself. I took that and that won me back, and that made me just about break even, and a little bit of profit on that day. But let's go through those in some more detail. Okay, so let's have a look at the first day, which is Monday. So this is trade day 1, and let me show you what I got to here. So this trade was the trade where I took a miss entry on it. I thought the 30-minute candle closed below this support over here, which it didn't, as we can see that it closed above. But what I was doing, I was looking at the 15-minute time frame, and I thought it closed, and I thought the 30-minute closed as well. And based upon that, I took the trade, because if we see here, the 30-minute hadn't closed below this support, and I knew that the 15-minute had before, like for example here, and it faked out, and I wanted a better confirmation in terms of the time frame candle for me to take a trade to the downside, and we can see that it didn't work out. And so I was in the trade, and then what happened was I should have exited the trade straight away, even if I lost, you know, well, basically nothing in comparison to my account size, or in comparison to about 1%. But I let the trade run, and you can see it didn't work out, as I knew it wouldn't work out based upon you know, some factors of how the candle closed. So that was the first trading day. Feel free to pause the video just to read through my analysis, because it should help, you know, paint a bigger picture for you guys to see what's going on. So let's have a look at the second trade day. So this is the 30 minutes. So this was the FTMO trade I took. Now what happened was I came to the charts, price did this, and it looked like we were going to go up. Then we get this candle, and then price pushes up here. Now if I were to take the trade, I should have taken the trade around here, but the risk to reward, as we can see here, is quite big. So my stop below here and entry here for a target here didn't make sense, so I didn't take the trade. But what I did end up doing was, on the 15-minute time frame, we got this bearish candle here. So I knew that if price was going to continue to the upside, if it breaks this high, it should continue, and it didn't. But because I managed my risk really well, I only lost, like, I think it was, yeah, about 0.57%, which is perfect in terms of, you don't want to be risking you want to be risking 1% but losing a lot less than that, which I basically did. And so we can see that my start to the week wasn't the best in terms of these two trades. Now we can see that psychologically I am being affected by FOMO a bit, maybe because my start wasn't the best in terms of, you know, I came straight into drawdown. I didn't see, you know, the last day of profit, but slowly with patience and, you know, using my strategy to its best, I have seen that I'm moving up a bit more. You know, I'm getting towards that break-even level, and once I get to it, it should be fine. But let's have a look at this trade and why it works so well for me, because it's the same strategy I'm using, the same mentality, but, you know, a bit more patience, and, you know, it pays off sometimes. So if we look at the 30-minute time frame, this is what happened. So price was pushing down. As we can see here, we have a clear downtrend, right? And price is pushing down in this downtrend, and I'm thinking, right, I want to take a sell trade, naturally, because we're in a downtrend. So I was looking for price to break this low here and go down, but it didn't happen. And I could see that the 1 hour time frame, which I don't think I have a screenshot of, had a bullish candle. The two 30-minute candles were bullish, and then the 15-minute candle here, this one here, it broke above this little choppy area. So I knew that we were going to go to test a price support. So I did take a buy. Now the problem with the buy was this: my entry and my take profit target were less than 10 pips, right? And so I got a bit greedy, and I was thinking, right, let's make 10 pips off of this. And so I waited, and what happened? Price came back to me and hit me off about 1 pip in profit. So it wasn't barely anything. And so that 15-minute candle closed like that. Now the next candle was pushing down, and I knew that, look at this structure, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. If this is going to be a lower high, then I can take a short trade if price breaks this low here of this bearish candle to go down, and it should hit my target here, which was, I think, around 11 pips or 10 pips or something like that. And, you know, because I used higher time frame market structure in terms of my analysis, I was confident in this trade. I took the trade, and it worked out very well. So that was the highlight of this trade. As you can see here, clear market structure. Market was trending to the downside, and we took that trade. And in fact, I actually could have made around 20 pips on this trade, but what happened was price moved so fast that it hit my take profit before I could even move it. And finally, let's have a look at the final trade. So this was one of the trades where I won and lost on the same, what's happening there, same day. But let's show you this. So we can see that price was pushing downwards, right? I had this strong support here. Now the reason why I know it was strong because price pushed off some big bullish candle beforehand. Price was coming down to it. I knew it would struggle around here. That's why on the 15-minute, I haven't taken a screenshot of that. Price did break below, but I wanted a 30-minute close. And then we didn't get the 30-minute close, and then price pushes up on the 30-minute list and closes like that. Now on the 1 hour time frame, we have a liquidity candle, right? 30-minute, we have a very strong candle. So I know that price is actually going to move up, and that this move down must have been a fake out, as we can see on the 1 hour time frame. So what I did was, because this candle, this bullish candle here, opened up at 8 a.m. I was looking to take a buy. So now this is a type of risky entry which is a bit more riskier than an impulse. Well, it is an impulse entry, but it's slightly more risky because price pushes down and then we're waiting for the price to flip bullish, right? So the 1 hour candle to grab its liquidity and then flip bullish to move upwards. And what happened was I got in with risking 1%. I should have risked a lot less. I should have risked about 0.5% because I knew price would come here, mess around for a bit and then push up, because obviously it's a new 1 hour candle open and price, could waste 15, 20, even 30 minutes messing around in drawdown before it starts to push upwards and reveal its true move. And that's what happened with this trade. Price did that, and because I entered at 1%, it came to about 6 pips in drawdown, and I closed half of my trade, and that's why I took a loss on this trade previously. And then when price started to flip bullish again, it moved up, and then I had about 0.5% running over my trade, and it continued up. Now I was very busy at this point. I did set a take profit around here, about this level here, but I exited the trade around here because I saw that price had reached a resistance, and I didn't know if price was going to continue, and I knew I wouldn't have the time to monitor this trade. So if I did let it run to around here, that would have been a nice amount of pips, and in fact my account would already be positive, but because I didn't have the time, unfortunately I had to cut the trade a bit early. Now the reason why my target was here and not around 10 pips is because I looked at this trade in terms of a higher time frame structure. So what I'm aiming to do is, especially for when you're trying to pass a challenge like FTMO, is you need to get a trade and you need to basically milk as many pips of the trade as possible. And so I used higher time frame analysis where I thought price was going to go in terms of the higher time frame, looking at the 4 hour, the daily, the 1 hour candles, and I could see that we had a clear structure of higher lows being built, right? For example, so low, higher low, and this fake out made a new higher low. So where's price going to go? It's going to go and create a high high, right? And so we can see that price just kept trending in this trend to the upside, and so that was my take profit was based upon that. So if we have a recap of the week, then we can see 4 trades taken. Okay, so don't worry about the pips there. I just did that because I'm talking about percentages, and I'm going to need to change this in the future. But we can see it's practically a break-even week. We make about 0.25%, which is fine with me because slowly we're getting to that break-even level, and hopefully we can start accelerating towards our profit target. And that's it for this week then. So that's my account. We can see we are hopefully moving bullish. We have our low, our high, our 61.8 Fibonacci retracement, and hopefully we can move bullish. But if you have any comments about the way I'm trading or anything you want to know, or if you think I could do something better the way I'm trading, please comment below. Make sure to subscribe, give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next video.